Mike Brown fired by the Sacramento Kings today. Obviously, that's the massive news that everyone's been talking about. When the breaking news came out, the breaking news post by Shams, whatever you guys want to call him. I think it shocked a lot of people. Obviously, yesterday there was the game winner that they lost on. The 4-point play by Jaden Ivey, Darren Fox fouling a 3-point shooter. I don't know why the fuck you're doing that, first of all. So that was, yeah, the last play essentially of the Mike Brown era. The way that he got fired, I think, was just sums up why the Kings are such a sorry franchise in the NBA. It really sums it up. The guy does his post-game media, he runs practice, and then on his way to the airport, I think for their flight to, I think, whoever they're playing tomorrow, he gets fired over phone, not even in person. After he was at the facility, you couldn't even tell him then. You waited for him to leave, then you fired him. That right there shows you why the Sacramento Kings are such a sorry franchise. This shows you because people want to wonder why some franchises in the NBA just don't get to certain levels, or why some NBA franchises just aren't as good as others. They all start on an equal playing field. They all start on equal playing field. But when you have a franchise like the Kings who operate like this is why they will be sorry forever. This is why they'll be bad forever. 73 seasons, no championships. And I guarantee you that will extend to 100 years. As long as this Vivek guy and whoever the hell else is management there are there. This is a sorry franchise because Mike Brown should not have been fired. If anyone should have been fired, it should have been Monty McNair, the GM, the general manager, the guy who's responsible for adding players, making moves. Mike Brown can only coach who's available to him. Listen, I know that Jesus turned water into wine, but you cannot turn garbage into gold. And that's what they were asking Mike Brown to do. Turn garbage into gold. Over the last 2 years, what were the moves that they made? So ever since that season, 2022, 2023, when Mike Brown helped this team probably overachieve, what have they done ever since? They went out there and got Chris Duarte. They went out there and re-signed Trey Lyles. No shade at all to Trey Lyles. Good player. But that's supposedly supposed to be a big move, right? You re-signed Malik Monk. Good move. But the one thing that told me everything I needed to know that this team was going absolutely nowhere was trading for DeMar DeRozan. Because everyone, even Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, could see that this was not the right player. This was not the right fit for the Sacramento Kings. DeMar DeRozan was not the right fit for the Sacramento Kings. And it makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you trade for a guy? Sometimes I just don't understand it. We can all see from a mile away that this player won't fit with a certain team. We can all see it. And for some reason, the Sacramento Kings went out there and said, let's go for the big name. Let's go for the big name and get a big value add, to our team. Bear a big name. You don't go for big names. You go for best fit. And this is what happens when you go for a big name that doesn't fit in with your team. You go 13 and 18 to start a season where you had expectation. And now you're out of the play-in and you have Doug Christie as your interim head coach. You're not going anywhere this season. And as long as you have DeMar DeRozan on that team, you're not going anywhere. Because for me, and I think many people will be in the same boat as me, we all believed that the Sacramento Kings needed a wing player that could hit the three ball consistently and defend at a high level. Why on God's green earth do you then go out there and get a 35-year-old wing player who has never shot the three ball well and does not defend at a high level in these later years and later stages of his career? Why would you go out there and get DeMar DeRozan? Literally, this guy is a mid-range guy who clogs up the court for your stars. You already have Sabonis, who can't shoot at a high level. Now you have him along. You have Sabonis and DeRozan, both, who cannot shoot the three ball well. And then now you're trying to go in there. It's like you could tell that this team was not going to fit. And for some reason, they went, let's go for the big name. No, that's not what you do. You go for the best fit. And now you're stuck with DeMar DeRozan. The more I see him, the more I don't like him on the Sacramento Kings.